Hey everyone, Certified High Performance Coach Michelle Weimer here with you today. And I want to thank you for joining me for Wednesday Wisdom. And you'll have to forgive the look I've got going on. I've been outside today, but I didn't want to miss our Wednesday Wisdom because today is the last in our series on character. And so I want to talk to you about the character traits or the words that you've been thinking up throughout these last several weeks on character traits that you'd like to be living by. And the thing is words are just words until you put them into action. Then they can become the character traits that you live by. So what I want to do with you today is help you create a plan. I want to give you some tips on how you can not only just have that list of words, but really start to put them into practice regularly. And it's really about changing some of your habits and having those concepts, having those words that you have decided to start practicing and how, in terms of how you show up, in front of you, having them there as reminders for you regularly. So it's really quite a simple concept, but as you know, sometimes it's the simplest things. It's the small shifts and small changes that can really make a huge difference in your life. And so that's really what I want to talk about today and share with you today so that you can put these simple practices into place and start to shift and change some of the ways that you have been showing up in your life so that you can exemplify and have or live by those character traits that you would really like to be living by. So first and foremost, of course, you got to, if you haven't already, make the list. Make those list of character traits that you want to really practice on a regular basis in your life. And here's the thing. First of all, you can have words on there that you are already living by. So maybe some of your strengths, maybe you're a very loving or determined or patient person, and those lists, those words are on your list already. And then think about which ones you want to have more of in your life, which words or character traits you want to start practicing more regularly. Maybe those are maybe those are the same words. Patience, maybe you want to be more patient, but maybe they're different words. Maybe they're words like maybe you want to be more confident, more joyful, more generous. Whatever words are that you want to, whatever character traits you want to start living by and showing up as more frequently, these are the other words that you want on your list. And then take a look at that list and really decide on the top traits you want to practice, right? So obviously there's a lot of things that maybe you want to change. I know for myself, I'm always working on improving my life and changing and being that best version of myself. So we have to get really clear on what are the top traits that you want to work on, because you can get overwhelmed trying to change a lot of things. It doesn't mean that once you get a hang of this and you really start being good at some of these other traits that you can't add to that. I mean, that's fantastic, which is why you make the nice big list. But let's pick, say, 3 to 5 words from your list. And what I want you to do is put them somewhere where they are front and center, right? Put them somewhere where you can see them daily. So write them down, and post them somewhere, or put them on your phone. I'm going to tell you how to do that, because the last piece of this, or the last tip I have for you, is to really make a ritual of looking at those words daily, because you want that reminder. That's why I say write them down and put them front and center, because then you're seeing them on a regular basis. So here are a couple of ideas of how you can create a ritual for yourself to be practicing these words on a regular basis. One way, if you are old school and you really like to have that visual in front of you, you can take your words, write each of them down on a post-it note, and stick them somewhere where you are spending most of your time. So for me, throughout the day, obviously I'm in my office for a large portion of my day. And so I have little post-it notes, the little tiny ones, and I have one word written on each one of those notes. And then I have them stuck to the top of my desk, or you can stick them to the top of your computer or something like that, where you see them on a regular basis. And then here's the thing, in order for us to really have things start to sink in, what can help with your ritual is to not just have those words posted there, but make a practice of first thing in the morning when you get into, say, the office, or maybe you want to put them on your mirror in your bathroom when you're getting ready in the morning. That's a great place as well. You want to touch each word, read each word, and really let it sink in, right? So again, if maybe your words are confident and joyful, or present or loving, whatever words are that you've come up with, you're going to touch each word. Confident. Like, think through that word. Like, I'm going to show up confidently today. Joyful. I'm going to be joyful with everyone I come in contact with. I want to be kind. I want to be whatever your words are that you've come up with. Touch each word, read it through, and really let it sink in for a moment. And then what I would encourage you to do is midday, do it again. Do it again so that you are refreshing yourself. You're kind of hitting the reset button. You can use it as a check-in to say, like, am I doing this? Am I showing up generously? Am I showing up kind? Am I being confident in my workday? Am I being courageous or bold in my actions today? Do a little check midday so that if you're not, you can do a reset and get yourself back to doing those things, so that you're constantly practicing, you have your words in front of you, and you're living by your words. And the other little ritual tip that I have for you, where you can do, is to set an alarm and put your words into an alarm so that they go off at different times during your day as, again, a reminder to check yourself and reset if necessary. Now, here's the thing about the alarm. If you have meetings and different things throughout the day, you maybe don't want this alarm going off really loud, so what would happen is you like swipe off of it really quick. I don't want you to do that, because then you're not getting the effect of really seeing it. If you swipe off, and like, let's face it, if you're like me, I know when my alarm goes off first thing in the morning, I mean, I can hit that thing as quick as I can, because I don't want to hear it, right? So in order to make sure that you're really getting that effect of seeing it, taking it in, go ahead and put that alarm on vibrate, but make sure then when your alarm goes off that you don't just swipe it off, that you stop, that you pause, that you read the words on the screen, that you take them in, that you check yourself and say, am I showing up this way right now? And if I'm not, I need to hit the reset. What can I do in this moment to shift that? How can I show up this way? And really give yourself that moment to think through those words so that you are checking yourself and resetting yourself. And you can do that, again, at different times throughout the day. If you notice in particularly that, say, for example, you want to be loving and present with your family when you get home. So set your alarm for those words to go off in the afternoon, the late afternoon, right before you're getting ready to leave to go home from work and be with your family. If you know that you have meetings coming up during the day and you want to be bold or confident or courageous, and those are your words, then set your alarm to go off in the morning, maybe say 9 or 10 o'clock, so that you are stepping into your day, stepping into your meetings in that way. So try to be strategic about how you set it up, and then give yourself that time. And last little tip for you, if you are, say, feeling anxious and overwhelmed or worried, look at your words, and for example, you may have a word on there that's peaceful. Maybe peaceful is a way you want to show up, or a way you want to be in your life. Go ahead, and if you have your words written down, touch that word peaceful when you're feeling anxious. Give yourself a moment to breathe, read the word, repeat it over and over, maybe 2 or 3 times, breathe again, repeat, so that you really step into being and showing up in the way that you would like to shift and change to. So it's a really great practice. Lots of ideas for you guys today. I would love to hear from you. I would love to encourage you to really put some of these into practice and let me know how they're working for you. So next week we have a brand new series starting. I'm super excited about it. I can't wait to share that with you. Make sure you're here each week on Wednesdays for Wednesday Wisdom. And if you're wondering or worrying about, like, man, what if I miss this and I don't want to miss out on this, then be sure you're subscribed to my email. You can go to michelleweimer.com and get signed up there. Plus, get a free little gift. If you go to just the very top and click the tab, free gift, you'll get that. Plus, you'll be sure that you don't miss the notifications so you know what we're talking about each week and that you're connecting with me. So I hope to see you here again next week. Until then, oh, and by the way, speaking of missing out on things, there'll be a link in with today's post with this video. This is the last, the coming week is the last week to get in on the offer for this month. If you are struggling with getting clarity on how you want to be showing up, if you're struggling with clarity on the goals that you want to set for yourself, and you just want help creating a plan to get that clarity and then reach those goals, this month, if you remember at the beginning of the month, with the word freedom, you get over 50% off of a strategy session. So that offer is coming to an end at the end of July. I don't want you to miss it. So go and click that link, get that offer, and I will look forward to seeing you all here next week for Wednesday Wisdom. Again, this is Certified High Performance Coach Michelle Weimer, and bye for now.